Hi Aries, this is your June 30th to July 6th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads on this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entry in your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Aries. We have the Page of Swords clarified by the Magician. We have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. In the potential outcome, we have the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Gemini, maybe a Sagittarius, or you could be dealing with any Zodiac sign. It's a general reading. The King of Pentacles, the very last card that showed up, right next to the deck, that's the person you're going to be dealing with. So this person showed up at the very end of this reading. But they are in the potential outcome together with you. I assume you're the Queen of Wands here, and I assume you're dealing with this King of Pentacles. Okay? So the King of Pentacles could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. There's somebody with some major Earth placements in their chart. If they're not an Earth sign, they could be wealthy, they could be an entrepreneur, maybe they work for a financial institution. Alright, and in the potential outcome, it gets very serious and very grounded, and kind of slow. But there's nothing wrong with slow. I mentioned slow because in the main spread on the left, with those 5 cards, there is some kind of a trigger. There's like an episode, or maybe how this starts, how this unfolds, or something happens. There's a very fast-paced, fast-forward-moving episode. We'll get to it in just a sec. This reading starts with the Page of Swords clarified by the Magician. The Page of Swords, it is a card of a stalker. Yeah, somebody could be keeping tabs on you. This King of Pentacles could be keeping tabs on you in the beginning, right? They could be watching you from the distance. Perhaps you've already met this person, or after you meet this person, they're not gonna reach out to you and ask you out right away, right? But the Page of Swords could be simply a message. Okay, it could be a message coming from this King of Pentacles, or coming from somebody else. Okay, the Magician clarifying the Page of Swords is a major arcana card. If this King of Pentacles happens to be a Virgo, the Magician and this King of Pentacles could be the same person, because the Magician, when it comes to Zodiac signs, this card is shared between Virgo and Gemini, right? Virgo is an Earth sign, and the King of Pentacles could be any Earth sign. But, you know, the Magician is a card of manifestation, and most importantly, it's a card of taking action. Alright? The Page of Swords could also be a child for some of you. Perhaps for some of you it has to do with a child or children. Alright, maybe you're a single parent, they're a single parent, and maybe that's how the two of you are connecting. Right? Perhaps your kids go to the same playground, or they go to the same after-school activity, or summer school, or what have you. You know, this happens. Right? But, you know, there's just so many ways to interpret this. Whatever the case, whatever the Page of Swords and the Magician mean, like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be some kind of a trigger in a good way, right? The Ace of Wands clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, those 3 cards put together, and by themselves, but especially together, this is like a very, very dynamic combo. Very dynamic, very fast-paced, very passionate, speedy combo. Right? The Ace of Wands is a fire sign indicator. You're a fire sign. Okay, the Ace of Wands could simply be some kind of an offer. This is a card of somebody, and by somebody I mean you, them, both of you, getting really passionate about this new beginning, right? The Eight of Wands clarifying it is one of the fastest cards in the deck. The Eight of Wands could be definitely a card of travel. It's also a card of communication, back and forth communication, and it's the Cupid's Arrows card. Speaking of Cupid's Arrows, we also have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We actually have 2 aces, as you can see. So the Ace of Cups, this is what it's all about. It's about love. True, genuine, authentic love. But going back to the main spread, the Wheel of Fortune is also here. Very speedy card, just like the Eight of Wands. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is, it could be a card of travel, it could be a card of moving, or it's simply a card of starting a cycle. A very fortunate cycle. For some of you, it's a fortunate turnaround. But it is, you know, a fortunate, a fortunate event. Hence the word fortune in its name. So yeah, again, I just want to emphasize it one more time. The Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, some kind of a quick quick turnaround or trip, or things just take off like a rocket, and things will get like the way you guys get this off the ground is going to be very quick, very passionate, and things like that. Just keep that in mind. However, going back to the potential outcome, the Knight of Pentacles in the middle, in between those Queen and King, this is when things start to slow down in a good way again. Because with the Knight of Pentacles, you can always plan ahead. It's the most grounded, the most serious, the most long-term oriented Knight out of all 4 Knights. So this is when I think the two of you will be planning your future together, like really thinking long-term, right? Maybe finding a home together. Maybe there's going to be like money involved between the two of you. Both of you will be investing into this. You know, that's what the Knight of Pentacles is all about. I really like it. I really do. We have a couple of aces, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. You know, the Ace of Wands is a passionate ace. The Ace of Cups is a very loving ace. But we also have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very grounded energy. So it's like you've got everything you need. All right. Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Aries, the spread is for you. We have the 6 of Wands clarified by the 7 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, Justice, and the Star on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or any Zodiac sign. I gotta be honest with you. This reading could be about anything. It could be about love. It could be about something else. The good news is that this is really good news. Okay? Please forgive the tautology. But this is perhaps something you or your person or both of you have been waiting for, right? Because it actually starts with the 6 of Wands, which is a victory card. The 7 of Pentacles clarifying it is a card of waiting. So you've been waiting for it, anticipating it, right? So the 6 of Wands, if it is about love, but the 6 of Wands back in the day used to be called the proposal card. So maybe if you've been waiting for the two of you to take it to the next level, this is it. This is what's happening this week. Okay, but you know, the 6 of Wands could be simply a victory. Maybe one of you was waiting to get promoted at work, or was waiting to get a raise at work, or was waiting to get a new job, right? Because maybe you or your person went through a bunch of interviews, and now you've been waiting to hear back from them whether you got hired or not. The answer is yes. Yeah, one of you could be getting a promotion or a raise or that job or a contract, what have you. Okay, but it could be happening between the two of you, right? Maybe you were waiting to get a house loan, home loan, so you could purchase a home, or maybe you were waiting from the government because you want to remodel a home, or something, anything, whatever you've been waiting for, it's happening. All right, the 2 of Cups in the middle, it's a soulmate card. If this is about love, then this is the two of you are, you know, on the same page, in love with one another. You could be you may have like an engagement party, or the two of you, if they propose to you, then the two of you will have some kind of a I don't know, just the two of you time together or something like that, right? Justice could be an actual place where people get married, like a chapel. You know, maybe you're filing for marriage certificate or marriage license, right, or something like that. Or maybe you're actually getting married. With the Justice card, Justice could be any government agency, any government organization, or like court or what have you. And or it could be maybe if it is about work or business, then paperwork is being filed. All right. The Star is a wish come true. The Star is a wish come true, or in Aquarius, you know. But the Star is a wish come true card. All right. Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the 8 of Wands. We have Strength, the Ace of Swords, and Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, another Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have very strong fire sign presence. Well, you're a fire sign yourself, right? By the way, Strength could be a Leo you're dealing with. Strength is a Leo major arcana card. Leo is a fire sign just like you. And the Knight of Wands, the first card I came out qualified by the 8 of Wands. The Knight of Wands is also a fire sign indicator. The Knight of Wands, out of all fire signs, is mostly associated with Sagittarius, but again, it could be any fire sign, or it could simply be the energy of you guys getting something back on the moving with in terms of this connection, right? The Knight of Wands and the 8 of Wands, yeah, very fiery, very energetic, very enthusiastic energy. Okay. The Judgment card on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of somebody coming back from the past. It's also a card of having to make a judgment call. And the Ace of Swords right next to the deck. I think with the Ace of Swords, you will have a very straightforward, very direct conversation, right? I don't exclude you two getting together, having a really good time together, and after that having a conversation like, so what does it mean? What does it mean? Are we back together, or what's going on here? Okay, because those Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands happen before the Ace of Swords, if that makes sense. Okay, Strength, by the way, is also a card of passion. Passion, all right, pure, raw passion. And but again, with the Ace of Swords, you will have some kind of a conversation. You'll have to make sure you're on the same page with that Ace of Swords. Okay, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries, this week. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, Judgment, and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I don't think zodiac signs really matter. You will have at least one offer, but it kind of feels like two offers, to be honest with you. If it's just one offer, then they will follow up with you. They will make you an offer and then follow up with you. Or maybe they will, if you hesitate, if you take your time accepting the offer, they will do something in addition to what they are going to do originally to get your interest. Right? Because as you can see, we have two aces. It's possible that it's the same offer, because one ace showed up on the bottom of the deck and the second ace is a clarifier, right? But again, it could be two different offers. Okay, the Nine of Cups in the middle. This is a card of a wish come true and satisfaction. So I think this is you satisfied, at least about the fact that you've got this offer or a couple of offers coming your way. Okay, and at the end we have Judgment. Judgment could be a card of somebody or something from the past, but perhaps it's also you having to make a judgment call. Do you want this or not? Or if you do have two offers, which of the offers you want to accept? Which of the offers you want to move forward with? Okay, but definitely at least one offer. It starts with the Page of Wands, by the way. The Page of Wands, I think somebody just wants to it could be an invitation to go meet somebody somewhere, right? It could be an invitation to meet at a conference room, or it could be a job interview, or maybe somebody just wants to have a cup of coffee with you, check in with you, see if you're available, see what you think. It could be you could be meeting this person at a golf course. I don't know, but the Ace of Pentacles is attached to that Page of Wands, so it's definitely an offer. Definitely. Okay, so I think you're going to be satisfied with at least with the fact that everybody wants you, especially if you have more than one offer coming your way. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the High Priestess, the Seven of Cups clarified by the Three of Wands. We have the Star clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. And we also have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or any zodiac sign. This kind of sort of reminds me of the second spread. The spread for couples. Because we have a couple of repeating cards, the Star and the Six of Wands. But it could be about something else. So basically what this reading is about is, it could be a proposal. It could be a marriage proposal. Okay? If this is something you are not expecting, it could be perhaps this person is getting ready to propose to you, right? And they're doing it in secret. Because the first three cards, the High Priestess, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands, it could be them secretly maybe shopping for a ring, right? Or shopping for something else, getting ready to make you this, to propose to you, basically, right? For others of you, if it's not about that, maybe you will have a luxury to choose yourself, to choose among multiple options, and the option you choose will be the right one, the correct one. Okay, let me walk you through this real quick, right? The High Priestess could be a card of intuition for some of you, or it's a card of a secret, right? It is a card of a secret. Somebody's doing something in secret. The Seven of Cups clarified by the Three of Wands. This is where somebody's choosing. Somebody is choosing. It could be you looking at multiple options with the Seven of Cups and then choosing one with the Three of Wands, or it could be somebody else doing it, right? Somebody shopping for a ring definitely qualifies. Or maybe you're looking at options, or perhaps if it's about a job, maybe like a hiring manager or a recruiter will be looking at different resumes online. They will come across your resume and they will choose you. Okay, so this is also possible. We have the Star clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, right? And the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The Star could be an Aquarius, but the Star is a card of a wish come true. The Ace of Pentacles is an offer. Could be a job offer. The Ace of Pentacles qualifies as a marriage proposal card. It also qualifies as taking it to the next level. And the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card. And it's also a card of victory. It's also a card of victory. So if somebody is choosing between you and another person when it comes to like jobs, contracts, then you're winning. They're choosing you. They're selecting you. Okay? So that's what you're not expecting, Aries. And that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.